They told me debt was just a part of life. That struggling to make ends meet was normal. But deep down, I knew something had to change. I was drowning. Bills piled higher than my hope. Every knock on the door made my heart race. Credit cards maxed out. My bank account, a ghost town. I tried everything, side hustles, budgeting, cutting back. Still, nothing worked. And then, something unexpected happened. Something strange. Something so simple, you might not believe it. I placed salt, yes, just salt, in one specific, sacred spot in my home. And within days, money started flowing to me like never before. Unexpected refunds. Forgotten checks. Even job opportunities one hadn't applied for. Was it magic? Was it energy? Or was it just a powerful shift I triggered, without even knowing? In today's video, I'm going to reveal exactly what I did. Why this ancient household ingredient, salt, holds more power than most people realize. And why placing it in one exact place in your home can open up pathways for abundance and financial flow. Most people use salt just to season their food. But few know that for centuries, salt has been used in spiritual rituals across cultures. To cleanse, to protect, and to attract. This isn't superstition, it's a forgotten truth. One that might be the missing piece in your financial life. You'll learn. The sacred spot where salt transforms energy and invites prosperity. The type of salt to use and what to avoid. A simple but powerful ritual you can do at home, without spending a dime. And most importantly, how intention, belief, and this tiny act can realign your energy with abundance. If you feel stuck, if money always seems to slip through your fingers, then don't miss this. Because this isn't just about salt. It's about unlocking something deep within you that's been waiting to rise. Stay with me till the end. Because I'll also be sharing a rare variation of this ritual that few people know about. One that could amplify your results even more. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, where ancient wisdom meets modern manifestation. If you're ready to awaken your inner power and invite abundance, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell icon. This could be the start of something big. Let's dive in. Just a year ago, I was buried under a mountain of debt. Every morning felt heavy. The kind of weight that sits on your chest before you even open your eyes. I couldn't escape it, credit card bills, loan reminders, and overdue notices stacked on my kitchen table like a silent wall of failure. I remember standing in the grocery store, doing math in my head to make sure I had enough for basic food. No extras, no treats, just survival. Friends stopped calling, family grew concerned, and I stopped looking in the mirror. Because all I could see was someone who had lost control. The stress was non-stop. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't focus. Every time my phone buzzed, my heart skipped. Thinking it was another collection call. My confidence faded. And the worst part? I had started to believe that maybe this was just going to be my life forever. Then came the breaking point. One night, alone in my room, I broke down. The kind of cry that shakes your whole body. I was tired, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I whispered to myself, there has to be a way out of this. That's when I stumbled upon something unusual. Not a job. Not a loan. Not advice from a friend. It was something so simple, it almost felt silly. A small ritual involving salt. I didn't expect much. Honestly, I thought it was just another strange tip on the internet. But I was desperate, and desperate people try things others would laugh at. So I did it. I followed the steps carefully. I didn't even fully understand why it mattered. But I did it with all the intention I had left. Something in me felt different afterward, quiet, still, but somehow clearer than before. And then, things began to shift. Salt has been used for more than just cooking or preserving food. For centuries, it has carried deep spiritual meaning across cultures. In ancient traditions, salt was known to purify spaces and clear out negative energy. People believed that where there was salt, there was protection. Even today, many still use it to cleanse their homes of bad energy and to invite peace and balance. One reason salt is so powerful spiritually is because of its natural ability to absorb. Just as it draws out moisture, it's said to draw out negativity. That's why in many spiritual practices, salt is placed in corners of the home or in bowls by doorways. It acts like an invisible shield, quietly working in the background to keep heavy or toxic energy away. In Japanese culture, salt is sprinkled at the entrances of businesses and even used in sumo wrestling ceremonies to ward off bad spirits. In Hindu traditions, salt is used in cleansing rituals to remove the evil eye or dark energy. In Catholic homes, holy water mixed with salt is used during blessings. Even African spiritual practices use salt in protective rituals and to create boundaries between sacred and harmful forces. But what's lesser known is how salt has been tied to money and prosperity. In some cultures, people mix salt with coins and place them near their main door or on windowsills, believing it opens the path for wealth to enter. Others keep a pouch of salt in their wallet to avoid money leaks. The idea is simple: clear out the old, heavy energy and allow space for new, positive flow, especially the kind tied to abundance. Salt is everywhere, yet most people overlook its quiet power. But those who understand it know, it's more than just a seasoning. It's a tool for transformation. The spot where you place the salt matters more than you think. In fact, the power of this practice comes not just from the salt itself, but where it's placed. One of the most effective places is near the main entrance of your home. Just a small bowl of sea salt, quietly resting by your front door, can begin to shift the energy in powerful ways. Why the entrance? Because the front door is not just a physical entry, it's an energetic one. In spiritual terms, it's called a threshold, and it's where energy flows in and out of your home. Every person who walks through it carries energy with them, good or bad. That energy can settle in your space and start affecting your mood, your health, and yes, even your finances. When you place salt by this entry, you're setting up a protective filter. It absorbs anything heavy, low, or chaotic before it moves further inside. Another powerful spot? Your bedroom. It might seem unusual, but spiritually, your bedroom is considered the energetic heart of your life. It's where you rest, where you dream, where your subconscious opens up. It's the one place in your home that holds the purest reflection of your inner world. When your bedroom is heavy with blocked energy, it can impact your emotions, your clarity, and your ability to receive. Placing a bowl of salt near your bed, under it, or in a corner of the room helps clear away emotional clutter. It creates space for calm, for ideas, and for money to begin flowing toward you again. These aren't just old traditions. They're based on how energy moves and settles in our spaces. And when you understand the why, you begin to see how something as simple as salt can quietly transform everything around you. Not all salt is the same. For this ritual to truly work, it's important to use natural sea salt, not ordinary table salt. Sea salt is raw, pure, and unprocessed. It carries the energy of the ocean, the sun, and the earth. Unlike table salt, which is often stripped of minerals and filled with additives, sea salt holds its natural charge. That energy is what makes it powerful in spiritual practices. Start by scooping the sea salt into a plain bowl or jar. It doesn't need to be fancy. In fact, simple is better. What matters most is your energy and your intention. As you handle the salt, be present. Feel its texture, its weight. Know that this isn't just a kitchen item, it's a tool. A quiet, ancient ally that people have used for generations to protect, cleanse, and invite in abundance. When you place it in your chosen spot, whether by the entrance, in your bedroom, or wherever feels right, do it with full awareness. Don't just drop it and walk away. Be still for a moment. Think of what you're asking for. Think of what you're ready to release. Set your intention clearly. You can even say it out loud. If you want to go deeper, you can bless the salt. hold the bowl gently in both hands. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say something simple like, "Salt protects and brings abundance." The words don't have to be perfect. What matters is the feeling behind them. You're charging the salt with your purpose, asking it to guard your space, lift your energy, and invite prosperity into your life. This is how you turn an everyday item into something sacred. Not with rituals that take hours, but with presence, purpose, and belief in the unseen shifts it can spark. Salt does something subtle but powerful. It absorbs negative energy. When you place it in your space, it quietly works in the background. It soaks up the emotional heaviness, the tension, the invisible blockages that can hang in the air like a fog. That's why so many cultures have trusted salt for spiritual cleansing. You don't always feel the energy around you, but your mood, thoughts, and even finances can be affected by it. Think of your home like a sponge. It soaks up everything: stress from arguments, worry from bills, fear about the future. Over time, that energy builds. And when your environment is clogged, it's harder for abundance to enter. But when you introduce salt, you're giving that energy somewhere to go. You're clearing the space, sweeping out the old energy, and making room for something new to flow in. But this ritual does more than just clean the energy around you, it shifts your mindset. When you take time to do something intentional, no matter how small, your mind responds. You're telling yourself, "I'm ready. I believe change is possible." That quiet decision is powerful. You start to move differently. Think differently. Expect differently. And that opens a door to new experiences. To keep this effect going, consistency is key. Replace the salt regularly, once a week or whenever it feels heavy or dull. Each time you do, you're renewing the energy and reaffirming your openness to abundance. It becomes a practice, a rhythm. Not just cleaning your space, but clearing your path forward. The salt may be silent, but its work is deep. And when combined with your focus and intention, it becomes a steady force, removing what holds you back and helping what you desire find its way to you. When I first tried this salt ritual, I was at a breaking point. Bills were piling up. My bank account was almost empty. I felt stuck, overwhelmed, and honestly, hopeless. But something inside me said, "Try it. What do you have to lose?" So I did. I followed the steps carefully. I used coarse sea salt and placed it by my front door with full intention. I even blessed it with a quiet, heartfelt wish for protection and abundance. Within a few days, small things started to shift. An old friend I hadn't spoken to in years suddenly paid me back money I'd forgotten about. I got invited to a freelance project that brought an unexpected income. It wasn't millions, but it was enough to give me breathing room. And more than that, it gave me hope. But something else changed too. My mindset. I began to feel more grounded, more focused. It was like a fog had lifted. I could see opportunities more clearly. I felt calmer and more in control, even if the numbers in my account weren't perfect yet. That mental shift was just as valuable as the money itself. If you're planning to try this, here are some tips. Use coarse sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. These types hold more natural energy and haven't been overly processed. And pay attention to timing. One of the best moments to begin is the first day of a new lunar cycle. It's a powerful time for setting new intentions. Another good option is the first Sunday of the month, which symbolizes fresh beginnings and spiritual clarity. Above all, trust is essential. You must believe, not just in the salt, but in the energy you're putting into this ritual. Because that belief is what opens the door to change. It's quiet. It's personal. And it works. Carrying a little salt with you isn't just a superstition, it's an old practice rooted in the idea of energetic protection and attracting wealth. One powerful way to do this is by placing a pinch of sea salt inside a small cloth pouch and tucking it into your wallet. This isn't for spending, it's symbolic. It keeps the energy of abundance close to you at all times. Salt, by nature, holds and moves energy. When it's near your money, it creates a magnetic field for prosperity. It's like carrying a quiet reminder that wealth flows to you. Make sure the pouch is natural, cotton or linen works best. And don't mix it with coins or cards. Give it its own small space in your wallet or bag. You'll start to notice something interesting: unexpected discounts, sudden savings, or small amounts of money showing up in surprising ways. It's not about the salt itself, it's about what it represents. The intention behind it. The energy you carry with you all day. Another powerful habit is the saltwater hand wash ritual. This is especially useful when you've had a stressful day or felt exposed to negative energy. Just dissolve a bit of sea salt in a bowl of warm water. Dip your hands in, wash them slowly, and say a short affirmation like, "I release what blocks me. I welcome in wealth and peace." Let your hands air dry. No towel. Let the energy settle into your skin. This small act resets your personal energy and clears out emotional clutter. Even simple rituals like these can change how you feel, and how the world responds to you. The salt is more than just a mineral. It's a tool, a symbol, and a quiet partner on your path to abundance. The key is to stay consistent, stay open, and trust the process. Now it's your turn. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just ready for a shift, try this simple salt ritual. It doesn't require anything fancy. Just your focus, your belief, and a little time to set your intention. Place the salt with care. Speak your desire with honesty. Then let the energy do its work. And when you start noticing changes, no matter how small, come back and share your results in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else who's right where you were. If you found this helpful, give this video a like. It really helps us grow and reach more people who are looking for real, simple ways to change their lives. And don't forget to subscribe to Bright Mind Within for more spiritual tools, mindset tips, and powerful yet easy techniques you can use every day. We've got more coming that you won't want to miss. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.